You each have your own half. It'll deal damage. If it deals damage to a tile twice, it'll then fall out and become a gate, which we refer to as a new goal. And that's kind of the short of it.
That is the short of it.
That's the short end of it.
That is the basic rules of this game mode. It is a fairly new out, so a lot of these teams still trying to figure out roughly how they would play it, and that's early damage straight off the kickoff. Usually because we get 2 touches from a kickoff, one for being the initial, and then a block onto it. We almost always get to phase 2 immediately in the matchup, but that is a response. As you can see, phase 2 is coming out all the time. And immediate damage, a lot quicker than we saw than from the NA side, and good positioning onto that touch just there. So yes, for phase 2, you get a fair amount of damage, but for phase 3, you get 19 tiles. If you can aim it correctly, Greasy, you've got to deal with that one. As Marky comes to help him out.
This is not great. There's a phase 2 in the side. On FlipSid, they do have 2 gates already, but there's a phase 3 headed towards Mocket's half. Can Fairy Peak keep his control? He might have control of it now, but he does get that
it's gonna go
second touch,
away.
and it goes right in. Early goal for Mocket. Barely any damage on their side.
They have managed to completely steamroller this match to start off with. Greasy gets himself blocked. And an interesting start here. We look towards this, and one of the main skills you need in this is the ability to shadow your opposing player.
Yep.
And for a team with just entirely good 1v1 players, such as this FlipSid squad, you'd expect that to be one of their main strengths.
They seem to start off just a bit slow, though. They got that early damage on their half, but right now they're going to see if they can at least open up a gate. You cannot score until the gate has been opened, so right now only damage has been dealt by FlipSid, and now Greasy and looks like Cooksy are going to try and work together on that.
Over to Marky, who gets himself blocked out, and all of this this shadowing so good from the Mocket side. Put straight down there by K-Dop, and look at all that damage.
That is as much damage as you can do, or at least the potential damage. If you hit that in the middle, it's kind of the downside of going to the walls in the middle, is that you lose potential damage because it gets cut off by the end of the map.
Yeah, it certainly is a trade-off because you get less damage, and look at that. Almost all of those tiles now completely primed, but if you get damage done towards the wall, you've got more chance of just hitting it off the wall and having it drop straight in. It's a lot difficult to score goals that are towards the middle of the map. As Mystic's going to try and make that 2, can't reach it. But Mocket eSports are on a tear in this matchup.
Yeah, FlipSid seems to just be really struggling with this.
There we are, number 2.
Struggling is an understatement. What is this?
Mocket just always putting it forward. This is going to be a rolling shot. And 2 players going for that means that Greasy and Marky can't get themselves back in time. Oh, dearie me.
Greasy and Marky, what happened, man? What happened, boys?
They missed.
Yeah, they did. Together. You know, if they're both going to do something bad, at least they're going to do it as a team.
I like that as a strategy. So, Fairy Peak. Sorry, exclamation point coming out there.
You got to pronounce it right.
You have to pronounce it right.
People get mad when you mispronounce their names.
You have to give respect to some of these names.
So while this might be a phase 3 that's blue, you have to be careful because all it takes is one good touch from Mocket. But here it is. Maximum damage right there, but still not a single... I'm a liar. There's a gate on the far end of Mocket's half. Looks like a 3-tile gate, so it's pretty small.
Mocket will probably have that one looked up, but oh my goodness, always having someone ready to redirect that ball before anyone from FlipSid can get there. So that's going to continue onto Mocket's half. And the thing is even if FlipSid score, they've still got to get through another entire goal.
Yep.
And damage is still being done to their side, so they keep going further and further behind the longer they wait to get this.
Oh, that's dangerous. That's going to be right there. Can he hit it down to the ground? Cooks here wants to try and shadow this ball. He's going to push it over to Marky.
Marky's got himself K-Dop to try and go past, though. We managed to read that one quite well. Put his out straight down, and that is much needed damage on the side of FlipSid, but they've given it straight back up.
And then they've all whiffed again.
Yeah, it's the whiffs coming out, which we would not expect from a FlipSid squad.
So just to emphasize, we've seen it happen twice. I'm sure you've seen a ball roll along the floor that would deal damage, but it actually has to deal downward force. A bit like rugby, I suppose. It has to deal downward force to actually do the damage.
Oh, there's another. A bit right there. And that is going to be the first goal of FlipSid Tactics. They've got 1:26, and they've still got so much work to do.
Well, they might have a lot of work, but they have no gates on their side, so they're looking okay. I mean, they don't have a clean slate. There is some damage on their side, a couple of prime tiles, but they're going to have to be careful because if they get hit too hard on either of those sides right now, they will be opening gates, and that seems to be where Mocket seems to be pushing towards the ball, towards the sides, just on the other half, and there it is already.
It's
an immediate gate.
It was every single tile as well that was already primed. Gets opened up right there. And yeah, FlipSid, they really need to just kind of steal a goal at this point, get a tile, and then immediately jump straight on top of the ball and hope that they can get it just straight away for a primed, then gated, then goal. Marky tries to get that one down. Cook's going to have to put himself up to that one, but Fairy Peak beats him to it. And they've got an open goal to aim for. Greasy gets rid of it. And yep, phase 3.
Oh, they're always such a threat.
FlipSid has to get this one as well if they want to stand any chance. As they will not get many more chances for this. It's going to be blue, so it will not deal any damage to them. Greasy puts that one long. No one to aim for, though. 38 seconds remaining. And that's going to be aiming for the net. Fairy Peak puts that one away. And now we're going to watch Mocket do their best version of keep away from this FlipSid squad.
This has been so terrifying. It's so much damage. It's going to go right in.
That's going to kill this match.
Oh, that might be it. This is not the kind of game where comebacks are easy. You do keep the damage on your half if you are the ones that have scored against your opponents, but there's almost no damage on Mocket's half as is. So they need to create a gate now, score in it, and then create another gate and score in it again. I don't think FlipSid's coming out of this one.
No, they certainly are not.
It's not with a W.
Mocket eSports have just been showing us the best gameplay of Piggy in the middle I have seen in a very long time, ever since I was a kid.
Piggy in the middle?
You ever play that?
Ours are called Monkey in the middle.
Oh, okay.
Is that what you just like keep it away from the one short kid? It's kind of how
that's a weird cultural difference there.
I was always the middle kid. Surprise, surprise. You guys call it Piggy in the middle?
I don't know why that one's different. That just seems like someone on either side of that has just decided to be different for the sake of it.
Yeah, I imagine when someone, you know, when
we
they
need to
came
know who
over
to blame
here,
on
they're
this.
like, we don't want to call it Piggy in the middle. We want to be different. Monkeys.
Yeah, but monkeys are more likely to get it.
I guess maybe we were just really good at the game.
Maybe.
So we called it Monkey in the middle.
It's gone really weird.
I mean, are pigs ever likely to get it?
No, probably not.
They don't even have hands.
I don't even know if you throw a ball if a pig's going to try and run for it.
Just to make sure we're talking about the same game. It's when you just like throw something over the poor guy in the middle, right? And you just have to try
it's the exact same thing.
Okay, that's weird.
That is weird. I wonder call it ducky in the middle.
I wonder what the how do you pronounce that word? Etymology? Etymology of the word is?
Yeah, we'll go for it.
Words aren't my
If I don't know
strong
the word, it's probably correct.
I think it's etymology. It's spelled weird, but I think it's how you pronounce it. Anyways, first game going to Mocket.
On topic.
3-1.
Yep.
FlipSid struggle with that, but they seem to just be having some fun. The chat's actually pretty ridiculous right now, not going to lie. They're talking about some weird stuff in chat right now. It's probably a good thing
Any
we
of
have
it that you're allowed to say out loud? Or
No.
No, okay.
No,
yeah, that's a FlipSid chat.
It's not that I'm not allowed. I'm just going to avoid it.
Oh, okay.
It's not a topic I want to speak
they
on
managed
right
to keep
now.
it somewhat PG.
Marky,
using your touch, mate.
Yep.
But the good thing for FlipSid is obviously they looked outclassed in that particular match. Thankfully for
Why
them.
is that good for FlipSid?
Because they don't have to play drop shot anymore.
No, that's true.
They are onto Rumble, which is going to be all items enabled. We are not on Civilized. We are not on Spikes only. We're not on any of the other variations. This is full-on raw Rumble. So look for that 10-second mark to come up, and then we're going to see those items come out.
Remember, items do not get spawned on anyone until 10 seconds in, and everyone gets a random item out of a selection.
As we see all of them coming out. Double plungers for Mocket. Unable to get that one to come out as Cucks here.
The power hit from K-Dop. Mystic better get this. Ooh. That looked interesting. Oh, the swap. Cooks here wasn't able to get a power touch on that. Mystic.
Power touch is an interesting one as well, because there's times when you just really don't want it, because as soon as you use it, it's not one of those...
You gotta agree.
Come on! It's not one of those items that's like one and done. As Mystic's got himself some spikes, but he gets demoed. That's how you deal with that item.
Oh my. I don't know if I've ever seen a pinch through the spikes and a demo all at once. That was mayhem if I've ever seen it.
Oh, great name drop there. That's Greasy.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Thanks for the recognition, Shogun.
Greasy's got this one onto the magnet. He can keep this one going. Pass over to Marky. But can't get that one at all. Power hit from K-Dub. Look at that one.
No,
if you want to see more power hits like that, you can try and vote for Mayhem or Pinball to be our Mutator matchup, which will be coming up next.
I don't think FlipSid's ever played this
Bye,
mode.
Greasy. Mystic is just bullying Greasy right now with that tornado.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, Marky's actually, the moment he gets an item, just spamming it.
Yeah. Oh, wow, that's not going to be a good save there coming out, and Greasy gets a goal and then puts a boot to an opponent.
Marky Duda was going for a hit, and he's like, I'm just going to plunge it to me. It was like a useless plunger, and then he just punched it the moment he got the fist. and they actually scored off of it, I don't know what to say. There are 0 tactics right now for FlipSid, ironically.
Yes. Marky Duda is not one to mess around with his items. He gets it, he wants to use it.
Let's see what he gets this time. Let's watch. Let's see what he spams. Oh, he gets the fist.
He's got the fist.
I bet you he'll just glove
He's
it.
actually holding it. I'm impressed.
Wow, I'm surprised because he's not in range. Here,
That's going to be really useful for him, actually.
Boom!
Oh, almost well timed there.
Oh.
Cooks it. He's a good dribbler to start with. Apparently, he actually works better without the spikes.
That's how you know Cooksier's good. Spikes are a disadvantage.
Well, Cooks is one of those players that's like as close as we've seen to mastering the physics of this game.
Here comes a swap.
Swap comes out. Cooks can put that one to the side. Greasy's come in. And he's actually had the grappling hook, so wasn't able to use that in any sort of way.
Very peak sitting, hoping he gets a good item here. What's he going to get? He does get the freeze. He's going to be waiting for the opportune moment. He's probably going to do it right about now. There it is.
There we are.
Oh, but he couldn't read it. And the plunger managed to pull it out of its frozen whatever.
Plunger is like one of the most durable items in this entire thing. And considering its usefulness, it really shouldn't be that durable. Mystic's going to be upset about that, unable to get touch onto the ball whilst he had spikes. As that swap comes out, disrupting the use of this magnet, but still Greasy, able to do damage. More spikes here.
Marky's going to boot him.
Mystic's, yeah, Mystic couldn't even move on that one, though.
Oh, Marky didn't boot him. He's saving his item now.
Is Marky taking this seriously?
I don't know. Oh, there's the plunger!
And then Greasy and Marky able to work together. Thankfully for Marky, that ball straight at him anyway. And for you, Cupid, what do you think's like the most versatile item?
The most versatile?
Yeah, the one that you can use for most situations.
I really like the magnet because you can like use it both defensively and offense.
Oh,
but the plunger's just, I think
the plunger is the best item.
Plunger, hands down, the best item in the game.
If there was a tier list, the plunger would be in a tier all to itself. Look at this.
Plunger tier.
Just all the way into the other corner.
That's what we should rechange Grand Champ to. They did eggplant, but it should have just been plunger.
It should have just been called plunger.
Yeah.
Actually, I completely agree with you on that one.
Yeah, just the plunger rank because
it used to be the spike, but it's no like. There is no real counter to the plunger though.
No. Yeah, at least with spikes, you can like kick people.
You can kick them. You can use the grappling hook. You can switch with them.
You essentially have to have freeze for the plunger.
Marky gonna leave that one. Greasy, expect him to get the touch.
What does Greasy get? He just got, he got power hit, but now it's out of range. He did use it though. He wants to cycle it really quickly. Almost pushing it through. What's Marky got? Marky's got the freeze. He froze it, but it got spiked anyways. Go, K-Dop, go. What are you doing?
Well, he ran out of time on that one, and the power hit comes through. We are still even in this matchup, coming into the final minute.
Mystic got the plunger. Here comes the infamous plunger, and he pulls it through.
Used a little bit too early there for my liking.
He got disrupted, so he panicked. He was getting boosted away.
Well, he's like if you're using the plunger. Oh wow!
Oh,
Greasy. Actually, almost managed to turn it into his own net because he got it with the tornado, and that just completely disrupted his teammate.
Marky wants to spike this. He used it already.
Long shot there from Greasy. He's going to keep following this one up. He's still going to keep going. Greasy is going to go all the way through the court and finally gets to hit the ball. Put that one up high. And there's the eventual clearance by FlipSid Tactics. Power hit from Very Peak. Goes the whole way.
Very Peak capitalized on the exclamation point for this shot. 177 kilometers per hour. Oh, that was actually great accuracy.
Right into the top of the goal. That was certainly impressive. And now Mocket heading towards a 2-0 lead in this first round mid-season Mayhem matchup.
I want to hear... when somebody scores, I want them to have their own theme song play. I don't trust any of these guys, to be honest, but it would be funny to see what they pick.
I would trust Cucks, and that's about it.
Would you? What do you think? What do you think Cooksier's song would be?
Something I could see like some somber sort of music coming out. Maybe like a whale noise, although that would be really silly to have coming out after a goal. Yeah.
Oh, Mocket 2 up in the series. I almost forgot there's a series going on. I was too busy trying to figure out, watching FlipSid just spam their items in Rumble. I'm not even kidding. Marky's like, oh, I've got plunger. He was on his own half, trying to push it into Mocket's half, and he plunged it into him so we can get a good clear. And then he missed it anyways. And then the moment he got the fist, and he just punched it.
Maybe it's one of those things of, Marky's one of the most mechanically proficient players we have around. Maybe he just thought, I can do this.
Yeah. Maybe they wanted to just win good old classic with a bunch of normie goals. But no normie goals there.
No, it's certainly not going to be a case of Mocket being the only ones to use their items and winning this matchup over a bunch of normies. FlipSid, you're good. You're not that good.
Man, this chat, these guys, they're having some fun at least. That's good to know.
Yeah, it's good to know.
They're all having some fun.
I mean, no car coordination from what I've seen.
No.
We had some really good ones yesterday.
We actually did, yeah. And a lot of people giving Gibbs the homage of the old Octane hard hat back from the old iBuy Power days.
Yeah, but I preferred the NRG Mercs.
I guess Cosmic Aftershock days.
I like the new version of Get Merked.
Oh, yeah, the better version of Get Merked.
The better version.
Yeah.
The one that can actually play. You guys actually did like alarmingly well on that team.
We got top 8 ESL.
I know, that
was pretty sick.
How long ago was that?
Like 9-10 months ago.
That's not too bad, actually.
Yeah.
That was still roughly when it was quite
I've gotten worse
busy.
since. Don't worry. I've just been on a steady decline since I pretty much, just a steady decline.
Was that your peak, was it?
Since the first day I started playing Rocket League.
Oh, okay. So you peaked when you started playing.
I peaked the first day. I got a goal, and ever since then, I've just gotten worse.
That was the highest goal per game average you've ever had.
So what are we looking at? Oh, looks like we're looking at pinball. Looks like you've all voted pinball for this one.
It's going to be put straight down. And yes, this is one of these mutated matchups that you guys voted for in the chat.
So Gibbs wanted some pinball. I think pinball is really difficult, mostly because you don't really have infinite boost, which makes it really hard because that ball just goes crazy.
Yeah, especially
but it is fun.
That ball does bounce a lot higher than usual. Expect these teams to miss a lot more aerials than you would normally see them missing. Although Fairy Peak, he's turning up today.
Slamming it in. Fairy Peak, actually, that was some solid accuracy. Gibbs did mention this, and he is very right. With a smaller ball and so much more speed, your reaction time and accuracy needs to be spot on. That wasn't too far from that. It was that was more like the equivalent of like a shotgun blast. You know, just like kind of like, I'm right there. I just got to shoot it. Hopefully I don't miss.
Well, Fairy Peak, one of the most accurate shooters around. He's been having a couple of troubles during this season of RLCS, but does seem to be putting that behind him. Can make it 2 here. Can't reach that. But here's Mystic. Turns it in. Makes that 2-0.
Tried to follow it through, but unable to. That is now 2-0. It's looking great for Mocket. Almost very gracefully touched over by Fairy Peak.
Last season's Mocket squad able to defeat FlipSid in the first round. Are we about to see a rerun?
I don't know if they're all on the Octane right now. All of Mocket on the Octane.
Does that count as...
I don't know.
I mean, they all play Octane anyway.
Yeah, nothing else is coordinated. I'm switching through all 3. Oh, no, Fairy Peak's usually on Batmobile.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, we'll take that. Cuxia ruining his teams.
Yeah, FlipSid. FlipSide's just playing their normal cars.
Marky clears that one away. He can get them on straight past K-Dop. We should be able to rotate back just in time. And those clearances are always going to be as powerful as possible. That's going to be very difficult to deal with as Cux tries to get there, but again, Fairy Peak reacting well to these different physics and these different scenarios that he's being put in. Launches it again. Cux misses that, but Marky can put that one up high. Greasy ricochets that one off the crossbar.
That was actually pretty awesome.
Ends up hitting him straight in the face on that as well. That'd be painful if this was anything other than a video game.
This might be right in. Oh, that might have been, but I think it could have been. Oh my! This is nuts.
This is like
I don't know anyone. Yeah, there's double whip. There's the triple whip.
One.
And hey, 5 or 4, 5
quad whiffs, and it's going to result in a Mystic goal. 3 goals up, and we've still got plenty of time left in this matchup.
We call this the classic. Everybody don't touch the ball, and they might miss too. Sadly, that plan didn't work. They actually didn't miss.
A play you see most in silver and below ranked matches.
Yeah,
coming out in the RLCS.
The best thing is like everyone's like, oh, Final Card is totally going to hit this because they just assume that I'm going to. I definitely don't most of the time. And then they just miss too.
Yes. Remember, the RLCS analyst title means pretty much the same as any other title.
Oh, they are really doing some fun things. FlipSide's trying to cherry pick on pinball mode.
Yeah. It's not working.
No.
If we were to say anything about it.
Quick, everybody up now.
Cux gets a save onto that one. That was actually quite impressive considering his reaction speed. Can he get a second one? We're just going left to right here. This is just making me dizzy, if anything else.
We're also going
Thank you, K-Dop.
Going left, right, and in. K-Dop. K-Dop. That is 2 goals for Mystic, 1 goal for Fairy Peak, and now a single goal for K-Dop as well. They're just sharing the love over there. How many shots is that? Oh, that's like 11 shots right now.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I did my math right.
Against the 3 shots of
Market
FlipSid.
has 11 shots and FlipSid has 3.
All of those shots as well have been their only touches.
I almost called them flopside, but it would have been accurate right now.
Oh, me likey carpet.
The fire.
Greasy's going to put that one over to Marky, and if FlipSid want any chance of getting back into this, they need a goal right now. Otherwise, Mocket will take it in a sweep. It's very... misses that, but K-Dop can come through to help him out. And it really is a case of just showing us exactly what would happen if we changed the physics in the game, but Kuxir gets one for his team.
This was actually just a simple pass play, kind of. Saw off the backboard, Kuxir was there in time. Everyone from Mocket, that looked... I think yesterday Lala described something in the North America as like a 5 and under soccer league. or I guess we're on the Your podcast, so football league. Sorry, I don't want to trigger anybody out there. But everyone's just chasing the ball relentlessly. So
that could looked be like 2. Oh, Mystic. Crucial touch onto that one. And FlipSid Tactics, they've given themselves a shot at this. Albeit a long one. Speaking of which, Greasy puts that one from really far away, but Fairy Peak using backboard defense, even when we've got ourselves a pinball. And that's going to be an open shot. K-Dop just showing us how difficult it is to touch that ball, considering how small it is, how fast it moves. Cleared off to the side. Marky Dudar is going to put that into position, but once again, backboard defense coming out. More shots coming through. It's one of those cases, if you hit the target, you're very likely to score unless it's directly at your opposing defender. Kux puts that one up high. Marky, you can reach that, and quite impressively so, but hits the crossbar. And 1 minute remaining here, and Mocket's still with a comfortable lead.
Defending becomes like both the most difficult and easiest thing ever. Because you don't need to get good touches anymore. You just need to make contact and the ball's going to go rogue.
It is legitimately like a low-level rank.
Yeah.
You just cover the defense, don't make any mistakes.
Look at that.
Breezy's going to try and follow this one up. They are running out of time onto this one. Mocket eSports looking so comfortable throughout the series. That could be there, but the arc on the top of the goal coming in and disrupting FlipSid. 20 seconds remaining in this matchup. Loads of mistakes coming in, loads of misses, and Kuxir. Ooh-wee, that was a heck of a shot.
Ooh-wee! 15 seconds with 2 goals left. I don't know, do you think they can do it, Shogun?
We've seen more crazy things happen before. We've seen a team that Pashi's on score 2 goals in 6 seconds.
That's true.
Although that was almost a year ago. That wasn't with pinball. And we are going to see a pinball fake kickoff.
Oh, there's no way you can shoot that. That's so hard.
It's incredible as well. Mocket kind of read that
one. Did he just pass that?
That's going to be a shot to Kuxir, but saved by K-Dop. And that is going to be the end of this matchup.
And the end of FlipSid Tactics. We saw this yesterday. Some of the favorite teams going out. Round 1. We lost G2 round 1.
Yep.
Now we've lost FlipSid round 1. Mocket eSports, though, doing really well. I don't even know what to attribute to that. It really just seemed like FlipSid was just having some fun.
Yes.
I don't know how much. They definitely don't seem to have a lot of experience with these game modes, which is fine. It's kind of what this day's all about, having some fun.
Yeah. And
being able to try new stuff. Where Mocket seemed pretty controlled going through, like, in Rumble and Drop Shot as well. Just,
I know for a fact that this is not stuff that Marky would play.
No.
Marky will play 2s and 3s. He won't do anything else.
Nope.
He won't, and obviously that means that the rest of the team won't get to practice that with him. So that could be down to it, but I will say this. Mocket looked very good in terms of their ability to adapt to the different situations. Yeah. You know, they barely missed any of those pinball shots at all.
Yeah, that's true.
So
and
yes.
And at Rumble, they were coordinating their items as well. And in Drop Shot, they were always dropping back on defense. They rarely took damage, which is why they were able to take that 2-goal lead, which is pretty rare in Drop Shot, at least in higher tier levels.
Yep. Well, we've got an entire tournament to get through today, so let's break this one down. Axel Toss over to